Today you will get a crash course of Chainlink. We will be taking an overview of Chainlink and its token link. Well, what is a cross-chain interoperability protocol is and why it is so important, and some more related things to Chainlink and its future. So what is Chainlink? Chainlink is a platform that brings real-world data onto a blockchain. Networks by using its decentralized Oracle networks called DONs and also hybrid smart contracts. This essentially means it is the key infrastructure for Oracle network and smart contracts to interoperate. So Chainlink provides data and information. You need oracles to provide trusted data from a variety of sources. That allows you to cross-reference multiple data points to get to the answer and results you need from a data feed. Without Chainlink, smart contracts cannot do that. Chainlink is currently the fastest way of retrieving data feeds from the real world onto the blockchain. It takes outside data and securely connects the smart contracts to it on any blockchain really. By now we can already see that Chainlink is extremely important for smart contracts as they are used by them to retrieve data off-chain computation from Chainlink. This also a bonus from data providers they can now monetize their hard-earned data by realizing their API and sell it to the applications. Let's take a little deeper look at Chainlink. As an easy way to understand Chainlink is to view it as a blockchain that connects other blockchain and or bridges real-world data together. So this means that Chainlink is more connecting everything together and thereby the name Chainlink. The native token of Chainlink is called Link, and I will speak more about this later in the video, so bear with me here. The amazing thing with Chainlink is that it brings new capabilities to smart contracts and with new possibility to DeFi by connecting to external data and verifies it. This data is simply crucial for DeFi because of oracles. Not only is it super important for DeFi, but also the smart contracts as they get connected to real-world data by using the decentralized Oracle networks. These DONs are the fundamental base for how Chainlink continue its expansion and growth. So smart contracts are just that, contracts. What makes them smart is the way they are written in code that contains if-then statements. This means that if X happens, then Y happens with the help of the code. Why do we need smart contracts? And that why when we already have normal contracts like always? Because it's eliminate the middleman and third parties that is unnecessary and save us all time and money. The data that is in the smart contracts resides at a specific address for a specific purpose, such as bets, swaps, acquisitions, and so much more. Really, it can be most stuff. It is simple, a collection of code and data that are programmed to execute and determine action. Let's take an example of it, shall we? John hired Jane to write an article of 5,000 words and publish it for a reward of 1 Bitcoin. If she completes it, then the token is sent automatically to her since they fulfill the contract. Let us take a quote from Chainlink to see what they had to say about smart contracts. When deployed to a blockchain, a smart contract is a set of instructions that can be executed without intervention from third parties. This code of smart contracts determines how it responds to input just like a code of any other computer program. By now, we know that smart contracts can do, and it is fantastic. You can think of a smart contract as a type of account. They have a balance and you can send transactions over the network. You can authorize storage of your crypto assets without a contract, just like you can with a wallet. This allows you to decide whatever actions you'd like to take with your crypto assets on that address. You can program it to whatever you want to happen with the contract. When all finished up, the smart contract are deployed up to the network and it run there as a program to do. So what has this all do with hybrid smart contracts? Chainlink themselves put this way. Hybrid smart contracts combine code running on the blockchain with data and computation from outside the blockchain, provided by Decentralized Oracle Networks DONs. Hybrid smart contracts enable advanced forms of economic and social coordination that have a tamper-proof and immutable properties of blockchain, yet leverage secure off-chain oracles services for attain new capabilities such as stability, confidentiality, order, fairness, and connectivity to any real-world data source or system. It is fantastic. The future is so damn bright. So let's take a look at the Decentralized Oracle Networks a little more, the DONs. So Chainlink Decentralized Oracle Network, called DON, provide decentralized service and could be, for example, a price feed. The ability to connect to any web API. Chainlink provides the information that is required in DeFi for the price feeds. An example that could be a coin that is supposed to be mirroring other coins. A wrapped Bitcoin and a wrapped Ether would follow Bitcoin and Ether price on a 1-to-1 ratio, and this is with the help of the DONs. The same goes for the stablecoins that is pegged to a fiat currency and also need Oracle to provide the price feeds. If you are following me here, you notice that DONs bridge and create highway between smart contracts. Chainlink uses Oracle to collateral external information on-chain through running decentralized data models, which is a smart contract that is programmed to consistently update the data. Let us take an example that does not include DeFi now. Chainlink uses AccuWeather to provide information on the weather. So oracles are needed to connect blockchain to the real world. There are also enable hybrid smart contracts that also expand the on-chain capability of collaboration that smart contracts can provide. Oracles validate and verifies data to ensure that this is fully tamper-proof. It is decentralized manner and it aims to maintain the reliability. So what is this cross-chain interoperability protocol I mentioned in the beginning? It's called CCIP. This is a big announcement that many were excited about when they heard about it. The Cross-Chain Interoperability Protocol, CCIP. It was originally announced on August 16, 2021 at the Smart Contract Summit. Sergey and the team have been working on CCIP for years. It was announced at a time where this is becoming most necessary in a multi-chain world. CCIP reinforces a productive and dynamic aspect to multi-chain and cross-chain functionality and brings more capabilities to application development and services. Let us take a review of what Chainlink has to say about this CCIP. The Cross-Chain Interoperability Protocol, CCIP, will enable disparate blockchain smart contract and enterprise system to interoperate with each other using a global open source messaging standard, unlocking entirely new possibility for cross-chain innovation. To put this in a simple way is that CCIP creates a way for blockchain to communicate with one another, and it also provides interoperability to applications to collaborate with one another. This has some massive implication for the abilities for all chains to improve and enhance their functionalities. This results in more opportunities and capacities for the technology. CCIP's main objective is to provide connectivity and create a global standard for blockchain to interoperate and to let smart contracts from different blockchains to send commands to each other. Sergio Nastro put it this way: it will give developers the ability to generate smart contracts on Ethereum, use DeFi protocol or other chains, send a payment on a Hyperledger payment system, maybe get collateral in Bitcoin, or to do whatever complicated combination they want to do. It is something that will unlock an entire world of innovation in our industry. It will unlock an entire new set of applications that are previously not available and previously not even possible. Now we know that CCIP creates interoperability to smart contracts across blockchains. It lets smart contracts from another blockchain to work together with this creates more function and innovation that is a huge step in the right direction for crypto. Developer will find it more easy to contribute and bring even more functionality and development for decentralized applications. The user will also reduce gas fees and also validates cross-chain transactions. CCIP lets all these tokens that exist to interoperate with other between chains and enables what Sergey deems a true cross-chain system. This is extremely exciting times ahead for Chainlink. So, I mentioned earlier that Link was the native token of Chainlink. Link is specifically designed to work with Oracle networks. It's based on the upgraded ERC-677 token, which is backward compatible with the ERC-20 token. Think of the ERC-20 as the standard token of Ethereum. An ERC-677 token allows token to be transformed to contracts and have the contract respond to receiving the token with a single transaction. All the smart contracts pay to access the data feeds on and off chain. The nodes are in Chainlink network are paid in Link for the services they provide. Staking simply enhances the Chainlink network overall and is denominated in the Link token. The node operates lock in their Link tokens to support both the network and the nodes. So native token is used for several things. It is used for node payments, implicit and explicit staking, and also Chainlink oracles for the data feeds that follow the request and receive cycles of working with Chainlink. An example of this in DeFi is that all the smart contract and reliability trusted access to financial data. This is exactly what Chainlink does. To make sure that the DON can obtain this information from several of information sources and thereby providing the necessary data executing a transaction. Sergio Nasro's word is the following for this: Chainlink has already done this and has proven itself the leader, crossing $75 billion in total value secured, giving the Chainlink network one of the most value securing forms of decentralized consensus on these planets. So let us take a look at the Chainlink market data, shall we? The data here comes from CoinGecko, Currently, Link is trading about 13.24 US dollar per link. The current trading volume is at 480 million USD for the last 24 hours. It also had an all-time high, up almost at 53 US dollar about 10 months ago. We can see it here. The current circulating supply is at 467 million and the max supply is at 1 billion. So the market cap is at 6,184 billion with the fully diluted valuation at 13.24 billion. Link is a long-term hold. The future of it is a cross-chain and multi-chain integration, and its capacity in our data-driven world is highly regarded. This is a big investment for many in the crypto asset space. Both I and other believer that the future force of Link is very bullish. So Chainlink has a really solid advisor team that has received some attention recently. The big names on the advisor team consist of Eric Schmidt, former Google CEO, Jeff Weiner, former LinkedIn CEO, Tom Gonser, former DocuSign founder, Alari Sirivasan, sorry I do not know how to pronounce your name, former Coinbase CTO. As you can see, these names are strong with a solid background to make this a success. I must say that Chainlink is something to be very excited about. This is a blockchain that aims to be a part of everything. Its secure bridges connect data together between everything. It is also true in a data-driven world that aims to seek out information in a trustless way. In the end, you should do your own research, however, strongly consider adding this to your portfolio if you haven't already done it. If you already have it, do not forget to add up some more as we are at highly discounted price right now. And in the end, this is a mid to long-term investment, so do not expect any 1000 increase or so in a month. So put this into some final notes now. Thank you for taking your time to listen to this about Chainlink, and I hope you get the point of it all. Chainlink is a truly an interoperable project and one that most likely will last compared to all the worthless coins and projects that get a lot of attention out there. Chainlink is currently at a highly discounted price in my opinion, so take your time to consider it if this is something you would want to invest in and if you actually believe it will be a long-term success. Chainlink unlocks the full potential of smart contracts with its solution, and smart contracts is a huge technology that can permanently change the way people make contracts. I will recap what Chainlink is in a few sentences for you again. So Chainlink is a decentralized Oracle network that provides real-world data to smart contracts on the blockchain. Smart contracts are pre-specified agreements on the blockchain that evaluate information and automatically execute when certain conditions are met. Link tokens are the digital asset token used to pay for services on the network. So don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date to the crypto space with me, and you all were warned.